everyone. Thank you for joining me today at my home. If you have any medical conditions, please speak with your doctor before you practice with us. And let's go to our mats. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to put my hair up so that it doesn't hang in my face. There's nothing like hair hanging in your face when you're in down dog. Maybe some people like it, I don't. All right, so you can have a seat, or if you'd like, you can lay down on your mat, whatever feels best for you. If you're laying down, making sure that you feel comfortable, knees together, feet apart. And also you can place a rolled blanket under the knees if that would be more comfortable for you. So let's go ahead and we'll do a brief centering and then we'll move into some practice. So closing our eyes, and let's just take this time to bring our awareness and our attention to our breath. And just observing the breath as it moves in and out of your body without changing or altering it. Noticing how this breath is feeling today. Observing the rise and fall of your chest, your belly, sensation in the nostrils, the back of your throat. Noticing ease and noticing any challenge. And then moving our awareness to our body as we begin to scan the body, working from the top of your head to the tips of your toes and the tips of your fingers. Noticing any places of holding or tension and allowing them to relax with each exhalation. As the body relaxes, we might notice it feeling a bit heavier. And if we still notice any holding or gripping, we can send those places love if we're having trouble releasing. Sending those places love so we include the whole body, making this a holistic experience. As the body lets go a little further, feeling the support of the earth beneath the body. And then moving your awareness to your mind as we check in with the mind. And notice how the mind is feeling today. Noticing our thoughts, feelings, emotion, anything that's going on in our mind. And just observing, can we sit back and observe the things going on in our mind without getting pulled in? Just observing, allowing those things to come in, acknowledging and letting them go. Making room for the next thought, emotion, whatever we're noticing. Again, acknowledging and letting go. Like watching clouds in the sky floating by, we do the same thing with our thoughts and our emotions. And we might notice that some thoughts stick around and some thoughts move quickly and easily through our mind. just sit back and observe. With compassion and kindness. And then we'll move our awareness to our breath. Once again, observing our breath moving in and out of our body. We might want to place our hands on our belly and begin to deepen the breath, inhaling deeply and slowly, allowing our belly to expand into our hands. And exhaling, allowing the belly to gently descend back towards our spine. Inhaling gently and fully into the hands. Exhaling a gentle descent towards the spine. And then we'll return back to normal breathing. Maybe we're here already. Observing how we feel. Any change or no change in the body and in the mind. What do we notice? And whether seated or laying down, on our next breath in, we'll slowly bring our arms up overhead to just give ourselves a gentle stretch. Inhaling into the stretch. Exhaling, bringing our arms back alongside, letting our shoulders relax. Again, inhaling and stretching. And exhaling, arms by our sides, relax. Last time. And stretch so we can interlace the fingers if we want and press the palms out if that feels good. Arching the back, flexing or pointing our feet. And then exhaling, bringing our arms back alongside, letting our shoulders relax. And then if we're seated, we'll go ahead and come down onto the mat on our back. And we'll bring both knees up to our chest. Clasping under the knees with knees together or apart. And drawing the knees in and just observing how the body feels in this position. So noticing the feedback that the body's offering us. Any places of challenge and places of ease. Feeling tension, tightness, holding. And if we want, we can add some gentle movement. Rocking the knees, the body, or circling our knees and moving our feet and toes. Constantly checking in, observing how the body responds to what the mind is asking the body to do. And then from here, steady the body and then open the knees a little wider, noticing how that feels in our hips and maybe other places in our body. And then floating the legs towards the ceiling, flexing our feet and allowing the weight of our arms to draw the knees down, not forcing or pulling or pushing. Gently easing the knees down as we feel sensation in the hips, thighs, hamstrings, shoulders. And if we want, we can reach up to grab the ankles to draw the knees down. Or we can wrap our middle finger, pointer finger, and thumbs around our big toes to draw the knees down. Or gently reaching and grabbing the outer edges of our feet. Breathing into tension and exhaling, letting go. Exhale and bring our feet to the mat. Adjust your back body so you're feeling space between the lower back and the mat. We can slide a hand under there. And then shrugging the shoulders and letting them relax. Let's bring the arms out a little bit wider and start to windshield wiper our legs now. And as we windshield wiper, we're noticing and feeling sensation in the body, how the body responds to what the mind is asking it to do. Maybe adding movement in the head and neck. Moving the head in the opposite direction of our knees. Or maybe the head would feel better just staying in one position and holding that position. We remember that the body feels different every day. So we honor that with this mindful practice. We observe how the body feels when we ask it to do something. And so we know when to encourage and we know when to back off. Bringing the knees back up to center. Bringing our arms by our sides. Readjust our back body if we'd like. And then intuitively walk your feet and find the ankles under the knees. Feel the texture of the mat beneath your feet, beneath your hands and arms. Let the body settle for a moment. And then from here, let's slowly raise the right leg towards the ceiling. And then we can use the strap on the ball of our foot, or we can interlace the fingers behind the leg. Gently feeling the stretch in the back of our right leg. We can notice the hamstring, the calf muscle, maybe all the way into the sole of your foot, maybe even into the toes. Observing all the sensations that this stretch offers. Let's exhale, bring the right foot to the mat. Pause. And then extend the left leg up. Doing the same thing on the left leg. Noticing the difference between the left leg and the right leg. Do we find our breath being smooth or erratic as we move into this stretch? And finding the balance between doing and being. Taking our left ankle on top of our right knee and gently press the left knee away from the body, feeling the change of sensation in this left leg. And so if you feel a strong stretch in this position, we can just stay here. If we're not feeling much of a stretch at all, we can encourage. So we can bring the right foot up and interlace the fingers behind the right thigh, drawing the right knee gently in. Where do we feel sensation in the left leg? Where do we feel sensation in the right leg? Exhale, bring both feet to the mat. Let's do the same thing with the right ankle on top of our left knee now. Flex the right foot gently and then pressing the right knee forward. Feeling the stretch on the right leg. All the sensations of the stretch. If it feels intense or a good stretch, we can stay here. If we're not feeling much, then we can lift the left foot up and gently grab the left thigh. Drawing the left thigh towards us, right knee away. Exhale, bring both feet to the mat. Again, pause for a moment and just notice how you feel physically, mentally, and emotionally. All the sensations in the body, the connection of your body on the earth. From here, we'll gently press down into our feet. And as we press into our feet, we lift our bottom up off of the mat into bridge pose. We lift up till we have an angle from the knees to shoulders. And we hold. Now some of us might not be able to lift as high. Just lift as high as you can without pressing firmly the pelvis up. As we hold, we feel all the sensations in the lower body and maybe some subtle sensations in the upper body. Exhale and bring yourself back to the mat and pause. Check in and observe. From here, we're going to roll onto our right side with our knees bent and extend our arms out in front of us with our left hand on top of the right. As we inhale, we'll bring the left hand towards the ceiling, and as we exhale, we'll bring it to the floor. Now, if we can't reach the floor, that's okay. Just come over as much as you can, perhaps using a brick or two stacked. And then feeling the opening of the chest, whatever sensations you're feeling. And then inhale, come back up, exhale, hands together. Let's do this a few more times at our own pace. Inhaling up, exhaling to the floor or towards the floor on the brick. Inhaling back up, exhaling, hands together. Keep going at your own pace. And then switch to the other side. Pause. And then carefully, gently, mindfully switch to the other side with our right hand on top of our left, stacking our knees, our feet. And then we'll inhale the right hand up, exhaling it, bringing it to the floor, towards the floor. Pause. And then inhale back up, exhale, hands together. Again, going at your own pace. Making sure we're not in a rush. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do in this moment. Just being where you are, immersing yourself in sensation and this moment. Good. Now once you come back onto your side with hands together, we'll slowly turn ourselves onto our belly. If we have any back issues that get aggravated if we roll on our stomach, we can always place a lengthwise blanket or two stacked and place them under the chest and pelvis for support of our spine. Let's come into a laying down position with our hands stacked, elbows out, and we're just going to rest the forehead on the top hand. Relax here for a moment. Observing how the body feels. And then bring your forehead, down onto the mat. If this bothers you, you can stack a blanket or two underneath the forehead. If you have glasses on, you'll probably want to take them off. And then bring your arms out like a cactus. Fingertips pointing forward, forearms down on the floor. This is working our shoulders. And so we'll feel lots of sensation in the shoulders and arms. From here, let's keep the elbows on the floor and lift just the forearms and hands. Noticing sensation. From here, we'll lift the elbows level with our hands, hovering the arms out to the sides. Feeling the shoulders. And then if you can, inhale and reach the arms straight out in front of you without lifting the head. If this bothers your shoulders, feel free to widen the stance of the arms. Otherwise, you're reaching forward like you're flying through the sky. And the train is giving us encouragement. Exhale, bring the elbows tightly into the waist. Squeeze in. Keep the forearms lifting, hands lifting. Squeeze the waist with your elbows. And then exhale, bring the elbows down, but keep the forearms and hands lifted. Bring the hands down and relax everything. Noticing how you feel. We'll do this one more time. Keep the elbows on the floor and lift the forearms and hands. Now lift the elbows level with your hands, floating the arms above the floor. All the sensation. Inhale, reach the hands forward or out to the sides. You might feel into your lower back. Exhale, squeeze into the waist with your elbows. Feel the back shoulders. Exhale, bring the elbows back down. Keep the forearms and hands lifted. Exhale, bring the hands and forearms down and relax everything. So we feel a doing and a not doing. Bring the hands on either side of your rib cage. Take a breath in. Exhale. Carefully press up to hands and knees. See our time here. And we will come to our knees, and then from here I want you to walk your hands forward and then sit back towards the heels. Now, some of us might have knee issues, so we can have a rolled blanket underneath our bum, resting on our Achilles tendon area to elevate our hips. And then inhale, come back up, and exhale, sit back. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, sit back. So you may lessen the movement if you have any issues with this movement itself, which just means you're not doing the full range of motion. And then we're going to inhale, come back up, and if we want, we can grab our bricks. So hopefully you have yoga bricks. If you don't, I would recommend getting them. These are cork bricks, which are much heavier. They're good for balancing poses, but they have foam ones too that are a little less expensive. Placing our hands on our bricks if we'd like, or if you have thick books, you can use those. And then we're just going to inhale, lift the sit bones. And then if we don't have any back issues that we're aware of that will get aggravated, we can lift the chest and look up. And then we're going to exhale and sit back towards the heels again. Extending the arms. Inhale, coming up. Sit bone, spine, and head lift if we want, or just move the pelvis. And exhale, sit back. Inhale, come up, sit bone, spine, and head. And exhale, sit back. Inhale, come back up. From here, we'll move into downward facing dog. Just take your time. This time we can bring our bricks under the mat so that we have extra grip so our hands aren't sliding. Or you don't have to use the bricks at all. And so we just plant the hands down with our wrists slightly forward of our shoulders. We'll curl the toes under. Let's just do this for a minute. Curl your toes under. If you don't have pins in your toes, you haven't broken any parts of your foot, try this. Curl the toes under, and you might already feel a stretch in the toes. And then gently sit back and deepen the stretch in the feet, especially in the toes. You feel that. And then come back up, keeping our toes curled under. Now, moving into downward facing dog. Let's do a slight tuck of our pelvis and then lift our hips. If you have tension in the hamstrings, the low back, step the feet wider and hold. Feeling all the sensations in the body, perhaps the skin of your face, the pressure. You might notice the stretch in the back of our legs, and just feeling the muscles, how they work to support this pose. Let's lengthen through the side rib cage and draw the belly button towards the spine, up into the rib cage. Draw the insides of your elbows towards each other. And exhale, let's come back carefully down onto the mat, onto our knees once again. Take a couple of breaths. Feeling all the sensations in the body. And then we'll bring our bricks out from underneath the mat. Let's bring the bricks in the upright position. And then step your left foot forward. Now we can grab behind that leg to help it forward and move yourself into a low lunge position. The right knee can be underneath your right hip, or you can bring it behind your right sit bone. And then drop the pelvis a little bit here and draw the head up. Just feeling all those sensations in the body. And then step that left foot back and bring the right foot forward. You can grab behind the leg and help it forward. And then gently move into this side. And we might notice this side feels more open or tighter. And then from here, let's step the right foot back and then step the left foot forward again. And then curl the right toes under and then lift the right knee up off of your mat. Shift into your left foot and right foot steps to the left foot. Move into a forward bend. So here I have a hip issue, hip and back issue, so I literally only come here. Some of you might be able to go further down. Once you get into position, I want you to lift from the tops of your feet, through the tops of your legs, all the way up into the pelvis, into the rib cage. And then bending the knees, reach the arms back like you're getting ready to dive in a pool. Inhale and sweep the hands forward and up and reach up. Lengthen up, feel the stretch. And then take your right hand to your left wrist, gently pull the left arm up and exhale. So first we lengthen up and then exhale to the right. Just a gentle stretch to the right. You observe how this feels. Inhale back up, left hand to the right wrist, gently pulling that right arm up. Exhale, carefully tip to the left. We can always lessen how much we're moving. Inhale back up to center, exhale, hands down and around to your heart. Now I'd like for you to just check in, observe how you feel, all the sensations running through the body. We'll lower the hands in front of us, reach the arms out wide and draw the chest forward. Inhale, sweep the hands up towards the ceiling. Hands together if you can, and then exhale, hands back down and around to your heart. I want you to go slow and mindful, lowering the hands down, reaching out and up. Inhaling, exhaling, reaching through the fingers, and then coming down and around to your heart. Keep going. We'll do this a few more times. So don't just do what I say, feel it in your body. Feel all those sensations in the body and noticing your mind. Let's do one more. And hands down and around to Anjali Mudra to your heart. Taking a moment here to check in. Feel the feet on the mat. Feel your leg muscles engaged. The glute muscles engaged. The abdominal muscles engaged. Your head. Noticing where the head is in space. Is it forwards? Is it backwards? Or is it just right with ears over shoulders? Feel the rooted down sensation of the soles of the feet and the lightness through the top of your head. Now bring your arms by your sides. Keep this concentration on your feet. And then slowly roll into your tiptoes, lifting the heels up off of the mat. Lift up as high as you can without rolling the ankles. And then slowly come back down, heels on the mat. Slowly coming up as high as you can without rolling the ankles. And exhale, slowly coming back down. Lifting up. This works the legs all the way into the glutes. Helps with stability. Keep the connection of the belly towards the spine. And then if you want to kick it up a notch, you can reach the hands forward and up. And then exhale, coming back down. I'm hitting my ceiling fan here. But you're synchronizing the arms lifting up and the heels and then coming back down. Noticing how slow I'm going. We're not in a hurry. No hurry. Nowhere to go. Just being here now. And observing how the body works to keep you balanced. slowly come back down, come back to Tadasana, standing. Take a few breaths and check in, observing all the sensations in the body. Now we'll bring the hands onto our hips and move into one more balancing pose. Let's see where we're at. One more balancing pose. With hands on our hips, shift your weight into your left foot and tiptoe on your right. And we can stay here, or we can lift that knee up really high with our toes pointing forward, holding. We've done this before in other classes. But then, I want to see if you can bring your foot down, skim it on the mat and slide it behind you and lean forward. Now, like I just lost my balance. Try to keep your balance and then lean forward and kick the leg back behind you. Now, I'm only going to go here. If you want, you can reach the arms out too. You can also have a wall in front of you to just bring the fingertips on, keeping your arms straight, or the back of a chair. And then bring that right foot down, arms by your side, back to standing Tadasana, feeling yourself wind up in space. All those sensations. And then hands on your hip. Shift your weight into your right foot. Tiptoe your left. Staying here, or lift that left knee up as high as you can, toes pointing forward. And we can feel all the work that the standing leg is doing right now to keep us balanced. Pull your belly in a little. And then bring that foot behind you. You can skim it on the mat, then bring it behind you. And then leaning forward, hands can come forward too. One side might feel easier than the other. See, I just came out of it, and you know why I came out of it? Because I was looking all over the place. So don't do what I did. Keep your gaze on something that, like one thing, or something that's not moving. Otherwise, you're gonna fall out of it. And then we'll come back to Tadasana, check in. I like to check in after the poses that I do to feel the sensations and how my mind feels after. And then I check in with the body. And most of the time, if you're not feeling anything going on in the body, then see if you can feel awareness of sensation in your hands, because usually that's the main place that we can feel sensation. Tingling, pulsing, vibration, maybe heat, very subtle. The more that you tune in and practice tuning in, you're going to pick up those subtle vibrations or sensations in the body. This is called prana, or our aliveness, life force. And then we'll come down onto our mat. Let's do a few releases. And then if you'd like to take a little rest in shavasana relaxation pose, you can do that. So we'll bring our arms out and do a couple of windshield wiper legs, side to side, feet apart. You can take your time with this. I just don't have a lot of time on these videos. And then bring the knees back up. Feet stay apart, knees together. Noticing again all the sensations, very subtle as we move into these gentle releases. Staying here. And then separating the knees and bringing the soles of your feet together, knees wide. Feel free to hold any of those. And then when you're ready, coming up with the knees and then getting comfortable on your back for shavasana. So shavasana is just laying down with your awareness. You still have your awareness of everything that's going on around you, but you're centered at the same time. So you can observe sounds and maybe heat, coolness on your skin. It's good to put a blanket on to keep yourself warm. So for those who practice yoga, you'll know that. I'm just telling people that aren't aware. And thanks for joining me today. Feel free to rest as long as you want. Thank you so much. Bye.